Wanted to add a little bit more on my drug use and the experience I went through with that. When I was dealing with the drug methamphetamine, I met in a very strange, you know, type of people, and they weren't your friends. Like every day, I didn't know what I learned not to know what friends were, because dealing with that drug, it makes you paranoid, dark, and more open to bad, haunting spirits that want to enter your mind and control how you respond, react, and how you interact with family. They want to basically destroy any type of good relationship you have, even the relationship with yourself. But I remember literally being so broken. Like, the drug was my friend. I literally wanted to die slowly each day. And I remember one day I couldn't smoke that drug anymore, and they literally kicked me out for not indulging in that drug anymore. And that's how I knew I was literally hanging out with enemies, people that didn't care, people that were broken, and I can't judge them because I don't know what they've been through, and I know what I've been through, and I know why I chose to do that drug. And the reason I chose to do that drug was because I needed an escape from my reality, because I was dealing with a lot of obstacles that I felt like I was dealing with it alone, because I didn't have Jesus Christ in my heart. So I was more open to, like I said, those spirits to come and tempt me. And the less close I was to God, the bigger the temptation was. Each time I got offered each drug, I would be further and further away from God. So I want everybody out there to literally, if you're trying to get further your life and be a good person, being a good person is living with Christ and having Christ in your heart. You can't fully be a good person if you don't have Christ in your heart. If you're not feeding one wolf, you're feeding the other. So if you're not worshiping good, if you're not worshiping God, good God, if you're not worshiping God, you're worshiping the enemy. You're worshiping the oppression, and that's how the devil tricks you. He tricks you into thinking that he's not real, that he's not really there. He tricks you into thinking that he's not there, so you won't even go investigate and look for God, And once you know the devil's real, that's how you know. That's when I became even more scared of God. Because God created, the devil, and the devil turned bad. But if God can punish the devil and turn the devil into what he is, like, not turn the devil into what he is, but disrobe him from his godly powers and his God armor that he once had, because he was an angel. If God can do that with his wrath, I never want to feel God's wrath, ever. And I know sometimes I will. Sometimes I will mess up. I'm human. And I'll just have to repent and understand what I did wrong and not try and deny it. Because you can't grow from something that you deny and hide from and don't own up to. It becomes you once you deny it. And I believe that a lot more young people need to realize how real this is. Like, how. And, people think that loving Jesus and following Christ isn't cool. Like, cool can put you in a bad situation. Being cool can lead you astray, leaving you in a dark place alone, trying to be cool. Jesus is cool. He saves lives on a daily basis, makes miracles, walks on water, saves souls. Like, he turned a meth user into a baptized woman, a woman of God, a member of a church, and that's the power of God. Seriously, there's no higher power than God, Jesus himself. And That's what the devil didn't understand. The devil wanted, that's why he got kicked out of heaven. He was first Lucifer. He got kicked out of heaven because he wanted to be higher and above God, where he should have been grateful for his position in heaven. And he should have took the authority of God and kept it in his heart. But yeah, I just want to add that. Last video of the day. Stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned.